Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from guitarlessons365.com. Today we're going to continue with our look at For the Love of God by Steve Vai by taking a look at the bridge solo. This starts at about the 3:55 marker of the song. I'm going to play the first phrase real quick. And this is the first time in the song where you really have any sweep picking. So here it goes. Alright, so that's the pattern we're going to be using. Real quickly, let's learn the sweep pattern, because it kind of continues the same thing over and over. We're going to be sweeping the 9th fret on the, it's basically a E minor 7 triad. We have the 9th fret on the G, 8th fret on the B, 7th fret on the high E. Now make sure that's just a rake across the strings, and the separation comes from the fingers. If it sounds like this, obviously it's not correct. So you gotta practice those 3 notes. So it's going across with a downstroke. And then you come and grab with an upstroke the 10th fret, which is the D note, here on the high E string. So you're basically going to be sweeping that little triad between all the little melodic slides. So we start with just by first doing a melodic slide, sliding from 8 up to 10, picking 10 twice, and sliding back down to 8. Now we're going to continue doing a slide phrase like that, but between every one we're going to have this little sweep figure. So it starts out by doing the 8 to 10, the sweep, and then the 8 to 10 again. Alright? So now everything's going to stay the same. We're always going to be sweeping and doing a little melodic run, but this time it slides up to the 12th fret. So you do that twice with a sweep before each one. Alright, then to the 15th fret. Alright, then to the 17th fret. Keep coming back down to the 8. So far, alright, then we're going to do it again, sliding up to the 19th fret. And then it kind of slides down an octave down from the 19 to the 7th fret. So the slide is a little bit different. It slides to the 19th and then down to the 7th. It's very slight. Alright, now we start the big sweep picking pattern. It's a little bit more involved than what we're doing. We still start with this, but these slide up an octave from this 10th fret up to the 22nd fret. Pick that as a downstroke. Then you're going to go, and that sweep is going to be the same. It's going to be the same notes basically that we did here, just an octave higher and backwards. So it's going to be like, but it's up here. We're going to continue one note down to the A note here on the D string, so the 19th fret. Then you're going to come back and pick the 20th fret on the B string and slide it down the octave to that 8. So we got then we're going to come back with the same sweep that we did earlier, and then back up to the thing and repeat what we just did. Alright, so we do that 4 times. Now you can see when I'm hitting that note, you want to sometimes try to get the harmonic on there. Alright, so after we've done that 4 times, this next time, the last time you do this, alright, so what's going on there? We have same sweep as before. But this time, pick the 20 and slide down to the 15th fret. Then we're going to continue the same sweeping pattern that we did before. This little 4-string sweep pattern, but we're going to ascend with it. So this is at the 14th fret now. So we have so we get that last upstroke there, the 17th fret on the high E. Come down to the 10th fret and descend just like we did an octave higher. So we have and then we're going to end it by picking the 9th fret on the G string, sliding down to the 4th fret, pulling off to the 2nd fret, then doing hammer on 4, pull off 2 on the D string, and the same thing on the 5th string. Then he has a quick little series of where he plays B's, a bunch of B's. So, and that is just he's holding this B, then he plays the octave of it, 4th fret on the 3rd string, then slide into that note and quickly grab the B on the high E string with your pinky. It's very extremely quick on the recording. Alright, so this next phrase is a whole step bend, the 10th fret on the B string. Then we have, and that's just 7 on the high E, 10, 8 on the B string. Then you do a quick hammer on pull from the 7th to the 8th back to the 7th on the B. Then pick 9, 7 on the G. And that's just 6, 7, 6, 7 on the G string. Pick it, slide into the 9th fret, then down to the 4th fret. Alright, that's next note. Now, what happens is a half step bend. By the way, there's wah going on the entire time too. He's still accentuating the notes with a wah all throughout this. But he kind of has the strings depressed a little bit with a bar, and then you bring it up, but you keep bending the string up with your first finger, the 4th fret up to that, and that B up to the C note. So it's a half step bend, then followed by this quick legato wah. Now you don't have to pick that, just hammer on from nowhere. We have, it's going to be 7, hammer on with your pinky at the 7th fret on the D string, pull off to 5 and 3, and then the same thing on the 5th and 6th string. And you get that last note, slide up to the 5th fret, and then come back down to the 3rd. Alright, the next phrase. Alright, now this phrase at the end of it, he's actually on a 7-string guitar, so we're going to kind of make do with this 6-string little arrangement of it. It's just basically one note that's out of the range, so we're not going to really worry about it. It's a whole step bend at the 15th fret. Pick it again. Release. Then we pick 12, 15 on the B string, 14 on the G string. Then pick 12 on the G and slide down to 11th fret. Then you're going to play 12 on the D, then 12 on the A. You can just roll, or you can use 2 fingers for it. To the 14th fret now on the low E string. Then he plays, you kind of slide down to the 12, and in the 10, you slide down to 7, and then it goes down to a D. Or Or you can just play the note. Or you can lower it with your bar if you want. So, alright, so that was that one note out of range. And then we end this bridge solo with a fast, you switch the neck pick up here. And it's a quick alternate pick thing, really heavily palm muted. And so I'll run through it real quick and then we'll take a look at it. It's one of those random things too. It's to recreate it note for note is kind of difficult because it's so heavily palm muted and just kind of, you know, going for broke. So anyway, here it is. Alright, fun stuff. So you can kind of latch onto a couple patterns that he's using in there. First of all, we're going to be playing here 8, 10, 12 on the low E string. And then the two notes we're going to be playing on the A string in this pattern is 9 and 10. So we're going to do this. Play 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12 twice. Then you're going to come up and grab 9, 10, 9. Then back down to 8, 12, 10, 8. So. Try to straight alternate pick it. Alright, it's just supposed to be like a blur of notes, so don't worry about it. Now take the same pattern and play it with 9, 10, 12 on the A to 9 and 10 on the D. Alright, then we cut to the D string, 10, 12, 14, and then 11, 12 on the G. So we got... And then from this part, he starts kind of going... He's kind of playing straight up. So 11, 12, 14... Play that twice, and then 12, 13, 15 twice on the B string. Then 14, 15, 17 on the B. Done twice. We have... And then 14, 15, 17. Whole step bend. All together. So you can see at the very end, I was just kind of doing the straight run. I wasn't trying to do any playing across two strings anymore. All right, the idea is just to time out that last note. That's the important thing, to nail in the right timing, and then whatever you're doing leading up to that is fine, really. All right, so we got one more part. We have the last verse and the outro section coming up, and it's got a lot of crazy stuff in it. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.